and we're just about to cross the bridge to Noirmoutier. Very slow moving traffic on Noirmoutier and an awful lot of people. Very promising looking market though, don't know how many days a week that's on for. We're 8 minutes away from Camping Hatopia.
Destination is on the right.
It's 10 to 2, we are pitched in Noirmoutier, the shelter pod is up, campsite's quite, well, maybe about half full perhaps, and the beach is just over there, so we're going to investigate. No access.
No, there's a bit further access further up apparently.
Found access to the beach. Oh, it's not on the beach, is it? It's access to another fence. Oh, quiet beach. Still the first afternoon on Noirmoutier, and we've kind of fallen in love with it a little bit already. I didn't think I'd ever like an island as much as Ile-de-Laronde, but this is so far really lovely. This is a really nice campsite, just very natural under the trees. It's got the beach just across a fence, decent beach, sandy. Water was cold, so we didn't swim for long. And then there's just about 10-minute cycle away, across a traffic-free road, is the capital of the island. So we had a ride over there. It's Sunday, so well, quite a lot of shops were open. You can see, yes, you can see. So you can see the church and the castle just in the distance. That's the main town. Yeah, and there were shops open on a Sunday, which was interesting. Took us a while to find an open bakery. We only wanted a baguette, but we found one eventually. Came and dipped our legs in the sea. Didn't swim. It's a bit cold. The air temperature's nice though, it's really warm. So we've sat outside of Cleopatra and having a couple of beers in the sun, and now it's time for a game of Molky. So we have decided to go out on our bikes because it's a little bit cloudy this morning, clearing up for the afternoon, and we've gone right out of the campsite, so we're going anti-clockwise around the island. Beach continues from in front of the campsite, comes round, there's all these little boats, and then the beach huts over there, which are very pretty. And some kind of exercise class going on there, I think. But nowhere's very far away. About 25 minutes across to the other side of the island. So we're just going to take our time. So pretty and quiet. Seems that yesterday was end of what they consider to be peak season, because our first night's camping was €31, and from tonight onwards it's gone down to €23. So the island does feel deserted already. And it's the last week in August. We're on the northwestern tip where there's a port, and we just locked the bikes up because there's a little market. Came back and bought fried food. At least it was fried vegetables. Stopped to look at some blockhouses from the Second World War. giraffe kind of ruined the atmosphere. Good morning, it's Wednesday, sun's out, blue sky, but it rained in the night very, very hard actually. So things are a little bit of a mess, but when it's dry later we'll be able to sweep it back up. We forgot again to take our bike seats off, so they'll have to come off and we'll have uncomfortable seats until they're dry. We're going for a bike ride to the causeway that links the island to the mainland, which is usable for about 3 hours twice a day. So we think that from about midday today it should be usable, so it'll be interesting to see. So we're heading down there. Cars and motorhomes just starting to cross now. Bravest going first, some people turning around and going back. But it must be passable now because the first of the traffic coming the other way is just about to arrive. There's a car coming in. While we were so close to the bridge, we decided to cycle across it. So we'll be back in mainland in a few minutes. I was going to say this is a camping first, but it's not actually. We have made flatbreads before. Anyway, Tony is needing what are going to be flatbreads to go with Moroccan stew. They call it a tagine, but it is not being cooked in a tagine, so it's just stew. Dinner is ready. We're having a Moroccan stew with a couple of eggs cracked on top, with some flatbreads that we've made. This is the first time we've bought eggs in about a year since keeping chickens at home. So it's the first time we've eaten eggs for 5.5 weeks as well, because that's how long we've now been in France.
Right.
So there are quite a lot of pictures with beachfront view, not access. When we booked this site, none of them were available. But it'd be pretty nice to be able to bag if you were early enough. And I forgot to mention that one of the rules on this campsite is that you're not allowed to tie anything to a tree. Which is alright unless you've got any washing. And it's a little bit difficult to hang a washing line anyway. But I guess the trees are quite important for keeping the dune intact. It's Thursday. It is Thursday.
It is Thursday, yes.
It's difficult to remember what the days are after, well, usually after a couple of weeks of holiday. We're now after 5.5 weeks. Going home on Sunday. Tomorrow is our last full day on a campsite. Because on Saturday we will be travelling west towards Calais.
Oh, right.
Oh, right, because that would be into the sea.
Yes.
Well, can we go west?
Life is peaceful now. No, we're going northeast towards Calais.
And we'll be staying on an air, most likely.
Yeah.
So we've had
43 nights.
43 nights, which has seemed like
Not long enough. And an eternity at the same time, but not long enough.
at the beginning of a 6-week holiday you think it's going to last forever, and of course it's not, and here we are. But we've done four French islands.
Yes.
Which is your favourite? Definitely not Ile de Ré.
No, that's my least favourite.
Neither of us are in a hurry to go back to Ile de Ré.
I just want to go back again, don't
I
think.
didn't hate it, it just was too busy.
God,
It was too busy, and we
too
couldn't find
busy.
any nice beaches.
I had a couple of nice towns, and that was it. And every beach was full of rocks. Which is my favourite? I still love Oleron.
Yeah, I liked Ile de Laron.
I like Corsica. It's just too big. We'd need to move the van around more to see Corsica better.
I would go back to Corsica if we
Yes.
could go for at least 3 weeks. 6 weeks would be ideal, because it's a big island, and you just don't get to see enough. What I would not do is book campsites.
On Corsica, no.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. No.
Because the best sites we found were the ones we just happened upon. Right at the very end, actually, the one on the vineyard was lovely.
And Camping
Campita,
Yeah.
in the mountains, where we could wake up and go and swim in the stream/river, which was, the water was so clear. I felt clean after I'd been in it. And the site was quiet and just lovely. And then I really loved this island, Noirmoutier. It's
Very pretty.
it is very pretty. It's very quaint. It just
Quaint,
it feels small. It feels just like a village. The whole thing feels like one quaint little village.
The north end of the island is beautiful.
Yeah.
Very established houses in old woods. Yeah, it just feels very old but very nice.
But I think you need to come here when there's going to be good weather if you're going to be here for a while, because
There's not
much to do, and
No.
you need it to be beach holiday.
Yeah.
Don't you? It's nice just pootling around on your bike and going to the markets and
Yeah.
buying bread and whatever and coming back and chilling out, but you've got to have nice weather because there's not much else. It's just so small.
And we're a lot fitter for using the
We are
bike.
so much fitter.
Yeah. So much skinnier.
Can't wait to get on some scales.
Yes.
I think I've lost at least half a stone, maybe 3/4 of a stone.
I
Lost
think
some-
I've dropped a stone.
Do you?
Yeah.
And that's because we've not bought meat, we've just been eating vegetables. We've only been having breakfast and then an evening meal, really. And
We've been exercising like
been
Billy.
a lot of days we've done 50 kilometres, and it's got to the stage where it just doesn't feel like I'm doing it. I can cycle and
No, I think I could manage cycling all the way around this island if need be. In one go. Yeah.
But well, I'm completely chilled, really. And I haven't minded spending 6 weeks sleeping in a van. It's starting to get cooler. I mean, we've come north and it's now almost September. So we're sitting in the shelter pod. It's funny, the doors aren't closed, but it's way warmer in here than it is just out there. But back to life, back to reality.
For the moment.
But even then, we'll be home on Sunday and it'll soon be Friday, and we've got campsites booked for the next 4 weekends, I think. So lots of camping to look forward to.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mm.